Shakira already had a well-established career in the Spanish market with her albums Pies Descalzos and Donde Están los Ladrones, which consolidated her as one of the major stars of Spanish music with significant international projection. She felt prepared for a new challenge.
¿Italiano vas a cantar? ¿Hay planes?
Yo voglio.
Quiero, yo quisiera eso. ¿Qué tal anda el inglés de Shakira? Porque aquí tengo que vas a grabar, oigan esto, van a grabar en inglés y Glorita Estefan te está traduciendo personalmente tus canciones.
Sí, ya empezamos con la primera y quedó increíble. Me dejó muy impresionada Gloria con la traducción tan fiel que hizo de Ciega Sordomuda, porque es una canción muy difícil de traducir al inglés y ella lo hizo de una manera magistral. Es increíble, es una mujer muy inteligente y que admiro también mucho personalmente.
At first, there were plans to translate some songs from Donde Están los Ladrones. However, this project was ultimately set aside in favor of creating a bilingual album featuring new songs composed by Shakira. The journey to this point was not easy. Shakira's crossover from the Spanish market to the English market was a challenge that required immense effort and dedication. The primary obstacle was her limited proficiency in English.
Problem with talk
Esa es la palabrita
because there's no sound in Spanish. Do any of you remember "aw" in any word in Spanish?
Pero no puedo decir talk.
You just said it.
¿De verdad?
A little, you gotta.
¡Bingo!
Dice, nos premia.
Rewards us?
Exactly. Love rewards us and love condemns us in a certain way. And we have to learn how to... Okay, forget it.
Let me tell you, it's fun to
Raised in Colombia, Shakira had regular exposure to English, but had already showcased her talent as a composer and performer in Spanish. Singing in English was a completely different endeavor, especially when it came to preserving the bittersweet essence of her lyrics. Moreover, English pop music has a distinct style and aesthetic compared to Latin music. Thus, Shakira needed to find her sound and style to stand out in the highly competitive English market. The first song she released was critical. It had to have a unique identity so that the world would recognize it. She opted to use a characteristic symbol of Latin America as a distinctive sign, the Andes mountain range. To the global audience, this provided an exotic and novel aesthetic, and the first song needed to convey her place of origin. She fused Latin, Andean, and Arabic music with pop in this debut. Whenever, Wherever, or Suerte in Spanish, begins with a guitar riff reminiscent of the four-note melody from Pink Floyd's song Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Her lyrics offer a humorous and spicy declaration of love. Suerte climbed to the top of global charts along with a music video that presented her as a dancing goddess amidst the Andes Mountains. This innovative artistic approach for her English market launch was unprecedented in the pop scene at the time. Shakira faced the toughest crossover in the music industry. Other stars such as Ricky Martin, Marc Anthony, Enrique Iglesias, Jose Feliciano, John Secada, and Gloria Estefan launched their careers with Spanish albums before finding success in the United States with English releases. However, Shakira was unique among this group as she wasn't raised in the US, unlike her peers who grew up and were educated at colleges and universities in New York and Miami. For Shakira, the path was longer and more challenging because she had to master not only fluent English, but also write lyrics that resonated with her feelings in a language that was not her mother tongue.
Fue un reto que me produjo mucho nerviosismo, pero hoy en día me siento mucho más cómoda con lo que estoy haciendo. Ya he pasado la peor parte, digamos. Ya me he demostrado a mí misma que sí puedo cantar en inglés y que puedo escribir en inglés, además. Que ha sido una parte muy interesante de todo el proceso, ¿no? Porque todos mis recursos literarios vienen del español.
Shakira is the artist who has faced the most significant challenges to achieve success, not only in Latin America or the US, but globally. Her journey is the most inspiring story of self-improvement within the music industry. Shakira captivates the audience with each release, resonating with generation after generation. Today, her concerts see parents and children singing her songs together around the world.
Y además con un público que va, y lo digo por mis hijos, desde niños chiquitos hasta gente grande. Qué espectro tan amplio de gente que sigue tu música.
Bueno, gracias.
Ya esa última parte
Adoro a Shakira.
Shakira began by knocking on the door of small TV shows in Latin America, striving to create a space for her music. From those humble beginnings to the Super Bowl stage, the distance is vast, a feat only attainable through hard work and determination. She reached the pinnacle of success through perseverance and humility, even in the face of uncomfortable situations on TV.
En tu entrevista, él señala que tú lo ves desnudo todas las noches. ¿Cómo es eso? Si ella no te conoce, ¿cómo? ¿Por qué dices eso?
Yo no he hecho eso.
Tú no has hecho eso, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo? Explícanos.
Qué calor.
¿Qué calor?
Lo que pasa es que lo mejor que tengo en mi habitación es tu póster. Y con tu póster hablo todas las noches, te cuento mis penas, te cuento mis alegrías, mis triunfos, si caí. Es más, hasta te pido consejos y tu música me ilumina. Y cuando salgo de la ducha, por ejemplo, cuando entro a la habitación, de hecho, que me tienes que ver y... ¡Qué calor! ¿No?
¡Qué calor! Bien.
Pero no te ganas mucho, no te preocupes.
Over the years, Shakira has collaborated with various managers, producers, and songwriters from both Latin America and the United States. However, there was a man who entered her life at the perfect moment, as if she had received help from heaven. Just as she stopped working with Emilio Estefan and searching for a new manager, he was also seeking new opportunities after working with Madonna. This person played an important role in paving the way for her stardom. Freddy DeMann, a Dutch-born music executive and film producer, has represented two of the century's greatest stars, Michael Jackson and Madonna. Under his guidance, Michael Jackson recorded and released two albums, Off the Wall and Thriller, the latter being one of the best-selling albums in history. DeMann also guided Madonna's career from 1983 to 1999. After a dispute with Madonna ended their working relationship, DeMann became interested in Shakira's career, coinciding with her plans to enter the English language market with translations of her songs such as Ciega Sordomuda, Ojos Así, and Inevitable.
Always felt that it was true. When we talk about we two, I should be the first to believe. I'm sure you know what's going on.
The moment Shakira first appeared on American television was in January 1999 on the Rosie O'Donnell program, where she was interviewed by Gloria Estefan. During this interview, she discussed her intentions to break into the English market with translations of her Spanish songs.
Charts, amazing success all over the world, millions and millions of copies, and there's going to be lots of millions more. You're going to do this album in English too, right? Very soon?
Yeah, we're planning that. Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see what happens.
Upon seeing Shakira on TV, Freddy decided to reach out to her. This marked the beginning of his work on Shakira's career and his pursuit of her internationalization. However, Freddy changed the strategy. Instead of translating songs from Spanish to English, she would record a bilingual album featuring new songs in English also composed by her. At that time, he leveraged all of his experience and knowledge to ensure Shakira's music was heard and embraced worldwide. These were some of the strategies that Freddy DeMann implemented prior to the release of Laundry Service, Shakira's debut English language album. In 1999, MTV invited Shakira to record an unplugged special. Freddy DeMann's strategy was for the concert, performed entirely in Spanish, to be broadcast not only by MTV Latin America, but also by its channels in the US and Europe. This approach aimed to introduce Shakira to the Anglo market and generate interest in her music, her Arabic dance, and her particular way of singing. Shakira had all the attributes to succeed effectively. For example, Britney Spears remarked in 2001, just a few days after the release of Whenever Wherever, that she had already heard Shakira sing.
Yeah, I think, and I've heard her sing before. She's going to be really huge in the States.
The next strategy, following Unplugged, was Shakira's transformation. The Unplugged tour featured her with blonde hair. Her first public appearance as a blonde was at the Hispanidad Gala in Spain in October 1999, just 2 months after recording Unplugged with red hair. From that point on, she began to enhance her image and refine her appearance for international appeal.
Dijiste el otro día que tenías el corazón partido. Lo dijiste en el Unplugged en la conferencia de prensa. ¿Qué quieres decir? ¿Que los caballeros no las prefieren rubias? ¿Qué pasa? Cuéntame
sí,
eso porque
estoy poniendo en
de
duda
rojo.
eso, lo de que las prefieren rubias. Porque me teñía el pelo a ver si me iba mejor en el amor.
Nada,
oye.
Nada.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
No, mentira.
¿Has escrito
Va a creer que me corto las venas, no.
The shift from pop rock girl to global pop diva was likely part of Freddy DeMann's internationalization strategy. The year 2000 arrived, and the blonde Shakira embarked on her amphibious tour through Latin America to conclude the era of Donde Están los Ladrones. Meanwhile, Freddy DeMann was in the US preparing the ground to launch her career plan on the Anglo market. The tour wrapped up that same year. Fortunately for Shakira, in August 2000, the Latin Grammy Awards were held for the first time and broadcast on American television and in English. That meant another opportunity for Shakira to gain visibility in the US before the release of her English album. To capitalize on this remarkable opportunity, Freddy DeMann arranged for Sony to invest $200,000 on her presentation of Ojos Así, crafting a spectacular show that would leave American audiences shocked and intrigued about who Shakira was. The media impact of this presentation on the English market was tremendous, as Carson Daly noted in an interview in 2002.
Because I think it was the first Latin Grammys when you performed here in the States. Yes. My phone in New York was ringing off the hook saying, do you know the Shakira, her performance was sick. This girl can rock out, she can play acoustic.
This performance was the right start for her career in the Anglo market. Interestingly, a small mistake and a slight stumble during her belly dance performance turned out to be the most fortunate charm for her launching into the English-speaking music scene. Following the 2000 Latin Grammy Awards, Shakira won an American Grammy in February 2001, just 5 months later. Critics argue that the impact of her previous performance of Ojos Así significantly helped the industry to view her with a new light, ultimately leading her to secure her first American Grammy over competitors such as Christina Aguilera and Luis Miguel.
The Grammy goes to
Shakira!
I'm so happy, my God. Yeah, que viva Colombia!
Freddy DeMann's strategy for this event, aimed at furthering Shakira's career in the Anglo market, involved ensuring that the category in which Shakira participated was broadcast on TV during the main gala. Normally, the Latin categories at the American Grammys were not televised. Additionally, it was crucial to generate expectation by showcasing Shakira's victory over Christina Aguilera, a top star in the US music industry in 2001. Without being a well-known figure in the US, Freddy managed to get Shakira present the award for Best New Artist, the best category for her, together with Richard Sambora, guitarist of Bon Jovi, and Madonna as a spectator in first row. For Freddy, the key figures of the American industry needed to become familiar with Shakira before the release of her first English album. A successful marketing strategy generates intrigue and anticipation before the project starts or hits the market. Pepsi commercials were also part of the strategy. In 1999, the first commercial was released featuring the song Inevitable in all Latin America, while Britney Spears represented the brand on a global scale. However, in 2001, a new campaign was introduced with 2 additional commercials, one of which was released on American TV featuring Shakira singing in English. It was the first time that she was performing in English repeatedly on TV. This marked a pivotal moment, as it allowed US audiences to become familiar with her unique voice, which they would later recognize when she released her first single. Pepsi commercials set the stage for the worldwide launch of laundry service. And as a final strategy, Freddy DeMann decided to schedule the release of Whenever, Wherever, Shakira's first English song, just a few days before the 2001 VMAs, where Shakira would appear alongside Busta Rhymes to introduce Missy Elliott, 2 very popular figures in the US music industry at the time, ensuring that Shakira garnered significant attention in the pop market. Even in the presentation and way, supposedly improvisation, Shakira communicated to all US audience that her English language album was about to be released.
I want to say the new Busta Rhymes album will be in stores.
He didn't listen to me.
And the name of the album is Genesis.
I was next to him and I'm supposed to be a singer. Then people were gonna think that I was probably model or who the hell is that, you know?
I'm gonna have to promote mine too.
Hey, I'm a singer too.
Mine has a better name though.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
laundry service.
I feel you.
Shakira's appearance at the VMAs was shocking. She showcased a stunning figure and a completely new Imagine. After taking a brief hiatus, she made a remarkable return at these awards, revealing her midriff on TV for the first time in her career. She was prepared for the global market and ready to share the stage with top stars of the moment such as Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, or Jennifer Lopez. The impact was such that Britney, who was the most important figure in pop music at that time, expressed her desire to collaborate with Shakira.
Who would you pick and what song would you want to do?
I would probably pick Shakira. I think she's amazing. I met her like 2 weeks ago because she was in the same soundstage as I was. And she was so beautiful and so sweet, and I've listened to her music, and she is amazing. You would not think that voice would come out of this beautiful being, you know? And I would love to do something with her because she dances as well, and so I think it would be cool.
And so, the pre-launch strategy ended. Whenever, Wherever was released in August 2001. Freddy DeMann's company, along with her talent and charisma, opened the doors of the Anglo market for her. Shakira made appearances on some of the most tuned TV shows in the US, like SNL, David Letterman, Jay Leno, and Rosie O'Donnell, showcasing her talent to audiences all over the US.
Shakira.
Sounds so cute when you say it.
Well, that's a lovely name, Shakira.
Thank you.
I'd like you to come back tomorrow night.
Of course. Well, I'll be here.
I'd like you to come back every night. I'd like you to marry me.
That might be a problem.
Oh, yeah?
Shakira quickly became one of the most requested figures for high-profile events, gracing the stages of spectacular music award galas like the VMAs or the Grammys.
I can't believe it. I remember wondering about when I would have the chance to be up on stage on the VMAs.
What you give, exactly what you receive. Knock me away and I'll play the games that you want me to play.
her influence extended beyond the US, as she appeared on top music programs worldwide.
Oh, you are. You cannot be better. You're perfect.
Shakira, now that you've translated your album into English, will you be working with other English-speaking artists? I read on the internet that the Backstreet Boys are planning to use you on their new album.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
I didn't know.
At the 2002 San Remo Festival in Italy, she shared the stage with notable artists like Alanis Morissette and Dolores from the Cranberries. Shakira got the best welcome to the Anglo market from prestigious figures like Celine Dion, Cher, and Stevie Nicks during the 2002 Divas show, where she had the opportunity to perform alongside them.
Bueno, yo creo que es un honor, ¿no? Ser parte de este evento, sobre todo compartir el escenario con mujeres tan maravillosas como las artistas que van a actuar esta noche. Son personas que han definitivamente construido carreras muy importantes y que tienen voces extraordinarias, así que hacer parte de este momento es yo creo que algo para contarle a mis hijos, ¿no?
She shared the cover of Rolling Stone with Britney Spears and Mary J. Blige, after having her own solo cover. In the previous special issue, none other than Tina Turner, Madonna, and Courtney Love graced the cover.
I did this 5 years ago. It was Tina Turner, Madonna, and Courtney Love.
Wow.
This is the next time they do it, and it's Mary J. Blige, Shakira, and Britney Spears. What does that mean to you?
It's very flattering.
Late August, the three superstars met at a Manhattan photo studio for the cover shoot. And afterwards, I sat down with them to talk about being a woman in the rock business today. That's it. With a combined tally of almost 50 million albums sold.
She had the privilege of singing a duet with one of rock's most legendary vocalists, Steven Tyler, during the MTV tribute to Aerosmith. Time after time, Celine Dion expressed her admiration for Shakira on multiple occasions.
A Shakira move?
Maybe.
Shakira.
I don't know if it's Celine. Thank you so much.
I don't know.
A short time later, Shakira represented Latin music at the inaugural events of the Obama administration, sharing the stage with icons like Stevie Wonder, Sting, and Mariah Carey, and so other legendary figures of the Anglo market. Later, she was the only Latina guest at a tribute to Stevie Nicks, where she shared the stage with top country music artists such as Sheryl Crow. Sometime later, Madonna welcomed her backstage at her concert in Barcelona and showcased the moment on her social media. 15 years ago, Shakira openly declared being a fan of Madonna, even performing La Isla Bonita during her early shows.
Ahora, la reina del pop, la chica material, como la quieran llamar, cuando todos piensan que ella ya está en sus últimas, se reinventa, se adapta, vuelve a aparecer y vuelve a triunfar. Y hace poco lo demostró con Beautiful Stranger, que es su más reciente single. Y bueno, aquí está esta mujer controversial, imparable, impredecible. Ella es su majestad Madonna y es la artista más sobresaliente de esta década. Aquí está ella con Ray of Light en el puesto número 1.
Shakira did not imagine that later, Madonna's manager would take charge of her music career.
I know everything about this business. I've been doing this shit for 25 years.
I've worked with Madonna, I've worked with Lionel Richie, I've worked with Michael Jackson. I've done it.
Bueno, quiero agradecer también a mi compañía de discos, Sony Music, a Tommy Motola por todo el apoyo, a Emilio Estefan, está ahí también, a mi manager, Freddy DeMann, a toda la gente que trabaja conmigo, a los periodistas por su...
While the artist shines in the spotlight, it is the manager who paves the right path to success. Without a doubt, Freddy DeMann was a key piece in Shakira's career.
Ladies up in here tonight, no fighting. We got the refugees no fighting.
If prior to the release of Laundry Service there was any place in the world that didn't acknowledge Shakira, then Hips Don't Lie solidified her status as a global icon. After the overwhelming success of this song in 2006, their concert tours began to span all 5 continents. En Barranquilla Se Baila Así was repeated by Russians, Australians, Egyptians, and Nigerians. Shakira brought her music to countries that were rarely visited by other artists. That was another key point in her career. She built a global community of fans, which led FIFA to select her as the musical host of 3 consecutive World Cups starting in 2006.
This time for Africa.
Representar ante este dolor, a lo mejor la pérdida de Brasil, que quede aquí, que quede en Latinoamérica, tú lo sabes. Te esperamos, Shakira.
Shakira, 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 Shakira. Nosotros te amamos mucho.
Se te llenaron los ojitos. Te aguaron los ojitos. Te emocionó un poquito, sí. Ay, que llore aquí en Desierto América.
Beyond the US and Europe, Shakira performed in nations with cultures vastly different from Colombia, further establishing herself as a worldwide music sensation. She captivated new fans in countries like Belarus, Serbia, Croatia, Nigeria, Finland, and Georgia. In Georgia, she held a massive concert with more than 350,000 people who sang or tried to sing her songs in Spanish. The fusion of Arabic sounds in her Spanish music resonated not only in Latin America, but also in the Arab world, land of their ancestors. In recognition of her impact, she was honored in Lebanon, where a street was named after her in Tanarin, the hometown of Shakira's paternal grandmother.
Making me feel a part of this beautiful culture that I'm very proud of. My family is certainly very proud of. And thank you for this homage to my grandmother, my grandmother's family, and my dad.
Thank you.
Shakira has triumphed every decade since her inception. In the 90s, Ciega Sorda Muda ranked #1 in the Latin market. In the 2000s, she captivated audiences worldwide with Hips Don't Lie. In 2010, she achieved #1 rankings in the Latin market with Chantaje y La Bicicleta, while her collaboration with Rihanna topped the Billboard Hot Dance Club Songs chart. The decade concluded with no less than a Super Bowl performance. Now, in the 2020s, she has already secured 2 #1 spots in the global Spotify Top 10. Just like what she said about Madonna in 1999, whenever it seems that Shakira has been forgotten, she reinvents herself, adapts, reemerges, and succeeds once more. Another key aspect of her career has been the love and unwavering support of her parents, the confidence they had in her artistic potential. They even moved from Barranquilla to Bogota just to help her participate in contests and TV shows, undeterred by neighbors' comments suggesting they had gone crazy for believing their daughter could become a famous singer.
Y mucha gente quizá pensaría en ese entonces, pues la familia me verá que enloqueció, porque la niñita quiere cantar. Ya estos creen que es verdad. Tenía que existir algo sobrenatural. para dar tanta confianza.
Tienes unos padres maravillosos, ¿ah?